Hey everybody, I got something interesting. This guy right here. What is it, you ask? This is a Winchester 1200. Not a Model 12, it's a 1200. The Model 12 came out prior to the 1200 and this replaced it. This was introduced about 1964 and they manufactured it up until about 1983. Mixed feelings between 81 and 83. Some people say it's 81, some people say 83. So I'll give you both options. But this guy right here, pump action. It is clear. It's a fun one. This is a kind of unique one. So back in 1968, they did a Firearms Act and they had to do some serial numbers and some other fancy stuff. I forget exactly what all was involved in that. But this is one that is prior to that. So this serial number on this guy, it's on the bottom, right here, in front of the feed, is a 31, or the first two digits, and it's a 6-digit number. The prior one after the Firearms Act in 1968, or I'm sorry, the later one in 1968 after the Firearms Act had an L in front of it. So this one's a little bit different. It's an older one. I'm not sure the exact year of it. I want to say late 1967, possibly even 68. But it's pretty cool. They apparently, between 64 and 68, they averaged about 70,000 in production each year. So that's why I'm guesstimating this one going to be around 67, 68 based off the serial number. But it's pretty cool. They don't make it anymore. They're supposed to be a budget shotgun. They discontinued the Model 12 and released the Model 1200 to save a little bit of money, and they were able to manufacture this one cheaper. The Model 12 had a steel receiver on it. This one's going to be a aluminum receiver. It still has that clang to it, just not quite the clang of the previous steel one. It's not like the new aluminum ones where they're super lightweight, and this one has that little bit of a unique sound to it. The Winchesters kind of drove me insane with the bolt release on it. So the bolt release, so like a lot of the other firearms or shotguns, the bolt release is right here in front of the trigger guard, or at least back here on the trigger guard. Not this guy. Winchester wants to put it on the left side, which makes it kind of awkward. In order to grab it, say you're right-handed, which a lot of people are, you have to reach all the way around, and it's not the most comfortable feeling. It's not so natural. Winchester's always driven me crazy with that. They have it on the newer ones and the older ones. It's not my favorite bolt release, but these are pretty cool guns. I recently picked this up. I got it this past weekend. I was trying to take it out shooting today. I went out this morning. I had some 22s and rifles with me that I was shooting. And I took my clay thrower, my machine, so I could try and shoot this with some clays. Got all the way out there, trying to set up the clay machine. And I had the battery. I had clays. I had the machine. I did not have the cord. I forgot the cord at home today. So I wanted to show you guys this. That was my intention today, to go out shooting it and show you guys. But we're going to do a little video at home today. Show you guys what this is. But I'm going to try and get back out there tomorrow and we'll see how it does. I have not shot it yet. I'm anxious to see how it does. It has a modified choke. These older guys, the barrels, I'm trying to let you guys see it. So it's a fixed choke. So it does not have the screw. You cannot screw in a choke. On these older shotguns, you would have to buy additional barrels with it that had a different choke on it. This one's a modified, so it's pretty universal. I was really hoping to shoot some clays with it. It is chambered in 12 gauge. It is a 2 3/4 chamber. Yeah, we can't do the 3-inch, but it just hurt. Especially being a pump action, you're getting all that recoil right back into your shoulder versus having an automatic. So the pump actions, the single shots, and so on do have a little bit more recoil to them. So I doubt I'd ever want to shoot a 3-inch shell on this guy. Don't like too much punishment. I'm okay with a little, but I'm not trying to go overboard with it. But I'm pretty excited about it. You have to see what it can do. The 28-inch barrel, so it's a great bird gun. Definitely a great bird gun. It's pretty clean condition for being made prior to 1968. It does not have too many gouges. There's not rust. There's really no pitting, nothing. The bluing looks good. It has a few scratches on the receiver. Even has the original Winchester recoil pad. It's a little firm, but I'm trying to let you guys see all of this. Ooh, I'm bumping it on everything in here. The prior model, the Model 12. The early models of the Model 12 were slam fire, meaning that when I'm gonna dry fire it. You guys might get mad at me, but I'm gonna. So I'm gonna, hold on. There we go. So the slam fire, when you were to pump it back and then slam it forward and you keep your finger on the trigger, it will fire the next round, and you never have to take your finger off the trigger, and you can, as quick as you can pump it, it will shoot. That was the early models of the Model 12. This guy does not have it. This guy is I want to say fixed receiver, meaning the previous ones, the Model 12s, the earlier Model 12s were actually takedowns. So you take the magazine tube and you turn it just a little bit, and then it would allow you to drop the barrel as well as the tube straight down. And then the gun would virtually be about this big and this big, and put it in your bag, your case, and easy storage, easy transportation to and from the range. This guy doesn't have it. I think that was one of the cost cuts they did by manufacturing this newer, cheaper one. But I'm pretty excited. It's got some pretty decent cuts in it. The checkering, as well as back here. I'm going to try and get it out tomorrow and see how it does. I have not shot it. I purchased it from a friend. He bought it in an auction, or he won it from an auction, and he took it out, shot it, and I guess he just didn't care for it too much. Me, I just like them in general. I'm trying to collect the whole family. I think I have one of the original Model 12s, an older one. And we got this guy, which is next in generation. Then the 1300, that was another pump action. It was pretty much this. It came out in the 1300 came out in 1983 when this one was discontinued, and that one ran for I'm not sure how long. And then they released the SXP. That's Winchester's current pump action shotgun. But this is the second generation second model of the pump action shotgun, minus the 1897s and all of those. We're not going to count those ones. Those are more of like the, I want to say Browning had a lot to do with the design and so on of those. I'm not sure the exact everything that happened. I know Browning, John Browning, was very big with Winchester. But the Model 12 Winchester, that was all Winchester. That was not John Browning. So these ones are pretty cool because so many of Winchester's products, John Browning had a lot to do with. But this one, nope, this is all Winchester. It's pretty cool. But I feel like I'm rambling now. You guys want to see anything? I know you want to see me shoot it. I want to shoot it. But I'm trying to get out tomorrow. But any questions, comments, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Cool. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.